Slick.
Wait till that mother start hitting that body.
Yeah.
Alvarez hit that mother body.
Look how slick. Mike, look how slick he is.
Oh, he's going to go
for 2024 against Israel Majima to make him a 4-division champion. That's it. That's all. He hasn't fought.
I think gaining too much weight, and too much muscle might affect him. He's thinking of surviving, being able to take a punch and being able to go around.
Mike Tyson has issued a blunt warning to Terence Crawford after appearing alongside Canelo Álvarez at a press conference, arguing that Crawford is simply too small to stand a chance against the Mexican superstar. Tyson dismissed the idea of a competitive fight, saying there's virtually no realistic path for Crawford to win, and questioned whether fans even want to see the matchup. His remarks have injected extra tension into the pre-fight buzz, intensifying debate over whether the bout should happen at all.
And doesn't have a chance to beat Canelo Álvarez. I am Mike Tyson. He says that this is a fight that nobody calls for. It's just simply too much of a size difference. Shannon Briggs is the believer in styles make fights, skill set, and the skill set of Canelo Álvarez versus the skill set of Terence Crawford favors the skill set of Terence Crawford, not only just to win, but to possibly stop Canelo Álvarez for the first time in his career. Now, Canelo Álvarez is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Terence Crawford is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Terence Crawford is 4-division champion, undefeated, 2-division undisputed champion. Canelo Álvarez is a 4-division champion, 2-time undisputed super middleweight champion, and reigning undisputed super middleweight world champion, with a record of 63 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 wins by way of...
Gabe Rosado, a seasoned veteran in the boxing world, weighed in on the potential showdown between Terence Crawford and Canelo Álvarez, expressing doubts about Crawford's ability to hurt the Mexican champion. While Rosado praised Crawford's technical skill, movement, and precision, he stressed that those qualities may not be enough against a fighter as strong and physically imposing as Canelo. He noted that Canelo has taken punches from some of the sport's hardest hitters without faltering, which casts serious doubt on Crawford's power at the higher weight. In Rosado's view, the disparity in strength and durability would be one of the greatest obstacles Crawford would face in this matchup.
Hurt Canelo. Canelo's been in there with Kovalev. He's been in there with Bivol. You know what I'm saying? He's been in there with big punchers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how can a guy that's really a 47-pounder, even though he's up in weight, I don't see how he can have Canelo. You know what I'm saying? It just feels complete. Your body is different to absorbing a bigger blow. So, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, when I spar the guys in the lower weight classes, when they hit me, bro, it's like, no disrespect, but it just feels like you can hit a pillow. It's just different. It could be a murderous puncher at 147, but if I'm walking around 185 and I'm a solid guy and I'm used to fighting guys, you know, with different kind of power, as far as a guy that's a welterweight, it just feels like a pillow.
Boxing commentator Showbiz the Adult offered a straightforward take on the potential Terence Crawford versus Canelo Álvarez clash, making it clear he doesn't see Crawford winning. He pointed to a mix of size, strength, and stylistic mismatches as the deciding factors. Showbiz highlighted Canelo's extensive experience against elite opponents in multiple weight classes, which has equipped him with the tools to neutralize fighters like Crawford. While he acknowledged Crawford's versatility and high boxing IQ, he argued those traits alone wouldn't be enough to overcome Canelo's power and command of the ring. In his view, the matchup strongly favors Canelo, and Crawford would need to deliver something extraordinary to flip the script.
He's got Canelo Crawford.
Yeah.
Got Canelo. I heard the punches that he hit Charlo with. I don't know if Crawford can absorb those punches. I know he's a great warrior. But you come from 147 to put on a better fight than I don't even know what that means. I don't know if that means that Crawford is so great and he can do that, or that means that Charlo sets the bar so damn low that anybody could do better than Charlo did, man.
You still really pay the bill? Is that what you think?
Gary Antuanne offered strong praise for Canelo Álvarez's command of his craft, calling him a fighter who fully understands his strengths and knows exactly how to exploit them in every fight. In Antuanne's view, Crawford cannot simply dismantle what Canelo has spent years perfecting. From slick defensive head movement to precise counterpunches and punishing body shots, Canelo's arsenal has been sharpened against top-tier opposition. While acknowledging Crawford's adaptability and ring IQ, Antuanne emphasized that Canelo's ability to consistently impose his style makes him an especially difficult opponent. He added that once a fighter reaches the level of confidence and efficiency Canelo exudes, breaking that rhythm becomes a near impossible task.
Gaining too much weight and too much weight and too much muscle might affect them. If they're thinking of surviving and being able to take a punch and being able to go rounds, then they're trying to maybe go the distance and they'll be happy with that. But I think Crawford's natural talent, Mayweather had it. You know, you guys were just mentioning it right now. But he doesn't. Mayweather never needed to gain weight, never needed to be heavy to be able to beat those bigger guys. I think Crawford's skills. We give Crawford a chance because we know how good he is, how his skills, his speed, his combinations. But if he's gaining so much weight, he might not be able to do those. He might not be able to have those same skills when it comes to his speed, his footwork, because of the weight. So we'll see. I just hope he's not just training and getting big to survive and go the distance because maybe that's a win for him. Maybe he's thinking if I go the distance with him, that's a big win for me. So I just hope not. I expect Crawford to actually pull up some runs and maybe pull up the fight out. But he's too heavy, too big. He's gonna get hit. He's gonna have to exchange punches, and that's where the danger comes.
Former world champion Chris Algieri weighed in on the challenges of moving up in weight, noting that adding size can significantly impact a fighter's timing, movement, and endurance. He explained that while Crawford might appear bigger on fight night, the extra pounds wouldn't necessarily translate to greater strength or punching power. Algieri stressed that competing at an unfamiliar weight is especially difficult against an opponent who is already comfortable and dominant at that size. While he acknowledged Crawford's world-class skill set, he cautioned that the physical adjustment to a heavier frame could affect his performance, particularly in the later rounds when stamina becomes a decisive factor.
He has mastered his style. Now, typically, Latinos, they got their own style versus melanated blacks. They're doing like more rhythm, more flashiness, and panache to their stuff, more swag.
Yeah.
We just fight different than other ethnicities. You want to throw Amir Khan in there? He was standing out.
Yeah. The European kind of style.
Textbook, but that was his style. Canelo got his style, and he lost. Terence Crawford cannot take nothing away from him. He's like freakishly good. He go both sides, southpaw, orthodox. And I feel like he got well, but it don't take much to get hit, especially these little 8-ounce gloves. He cannot slip up. He cannot slip up. He gonna have to stay set from beam to beam from 1 to 12, and he better be in shape. Yeah. I'm talking about like not 12 round shape. I'm talking about like 16 round shape.
A boxing analyst delivered a firm prediction that Canelo Álvarez will not lose to Terence Crawford, citing a clear and simple reason: Crawford lacks the power to hurt Canelo. Without the ability to earn Canelo's respect with his punches, the analyst argued, the fight would quickly turn into an uphill battle. They added that the physical gap between the two makes it unlikely Crawford could endure Canelo's heavy shots for 12 rounds. With a proven chin, formidable strength, and expert control of range, Canelo could keep Crawford from mounting any sustained offense. While acknowledging Crawford's impressive achievements, the analyst was confident that Canelo's physicality and resilience would ultimately decide the outcome.
Of that comparison. And yes, to exactly what the champ said, exactly what Abel Sanchez said, you're going to put on weight, you're going to be a different fighter. And I can say this, even as a fighter as myself, as I've gotten heavier in my retirement, I try and move around the gym, it just feels different. And even when you start camp, you feel different in the beginning than you do at the end. But listen, we're still 4 or 5 weeks away. I don't know exactly what Terence is weighing right now. And even if he does say what he weighs, man, he's gone out there and said he's weighed, all types of crazy numbers just to get media to respond. So it's really not really going to know until the fight and we see these guys next to each other. He might look bigger right now, but he might not be that heavy. He might still be in the range that these guys are targeting for the fight itself. But I will say this, if you look at it historically, Floyd Mayweather, when he fought Canelo Álvarez, Floyd was 36 years old. Canelo was a young man. I think he was 21 or something like that, or 20, under 23, whatever the case may be. Floyd came in how Floyd always comes in. He didn't try to put on weight for that fight. I think he came in 150 pounds, like he always did in some of his big fights, and even at 36 years old. And it was his speed, it was his technical proficiency, it was his skill and his jab, which is what gave Canelo fits all night long and eventually why he lost 11 rounds to 1. So I don't know that Crawford really needs to be packing on this muscle. And I have actually argued in my own head. I'm like, yeah, but he's older. He's not Floyd.
Willie D, the former boxer and commentator, offered a detailed breakdown of the potential clash, noting that Canelo Álvarez holds both an age and height advantage over Terence Crawford, factors that can play a major role in boxing. He explained that age and size are far more than just numbers. They influence reflexes, recovery time, and a fighter's ability to absorb punishment. With Canelo likely able to use his height to control distance and set the pace, Willie D suggested Crawford would be stepping into the ring already facing multiple layers of disadvantage before skill even comes into play.
He said that he sparked Canelo Álvarez. And he hit Canelo Álvarez with his back shot. His back shot, his power punch. He was smarter than Canelo Álvarez. Let me first explain. Canelo Álvarez gonna feel nothing. Some of y'all gonna be like, but yo, that's Virgil easy scoring. Canelo Álvarez gonna feel nothing with fucking you. Canelo Álvarez gonna feel nothing with Kobe. Kobe will kill the man. Canelo Álvarez gonna feel nothing with Daniel Jacobs. Canelo Álvarez, Canelo Álvarez wasn't even demobilized by Dimitri Bivol. He got out back. He said, Canelo Álvarez. Canelo Álvarez, you see how we say Iron Mike Tyson? Well, Canelo Álvarez has the Iron Chin. Canelo, Terence Crawford, and also put it this way, also after the fight with Janelle Charlo and Canelo Álvarez. You're supposed to see Janelle Charlo. Janelle Charlo basically said that, yo, Canelo Álvarez couldn't feel my punches. I hit Canelo Álvarez with 2 left hooks and he didn't even feel nothing. Janelle Charlo was Iron Man and Janelle Charlo. The 4-pound undisputed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's not active right now, but we all know he was undisputed, a knockout artist that got all his belt by knocking out every opponent to become undisputed, ladies and gentlemen. Canelo Álvarez got hit with the most devastating punches in his generation, 175 and 160. Fought the likes of Perkins that was known for